7 and Tosin Low. The Ekiti State Governor, Mr. Biodun Oyebanji, has received the Sickle Cell Warriors Doctor Award from the Sickle Cell Warriors Club in recognition of his administration's free healthcare policy for sickle cell patients. The award was presented during the 2025 World Sickle Cell and Blood Donors Day event at the School of Nursing in Ekiti. Yemi has details.
I don't touch it, it's extra. Because anytime the guy with start having crisis, but now I can send my money to the last call. I want to say thank you to the governor.
I was conveyed from Lekunrere down to teaching hospital here at Ado, and all through that period, I didn't spend a dime for my treatment.
We got to the teaching hospital, I spent a week, nobody was asking for anything, no money was spent, no one.
The sickle cell warriors in the state who shared their testimonies of improved care under the state's health insurance scheme described the free treatment and drugs as life-changing. The convener of the OA initiative, Dr. Ayomide, who brought together stakeholders from various sectors, commended the Oyebanji administration for prioritizing the welfare of vulnerable groups through health insurance.
Our initiative landed a significant partnership with the Ekiti State Health Insurance Scheme. We now registered over 1,000 sickle cell warriors who are already benefiting from the free health care across the 16 local governments under the state government. And this is being made possible by the leadership of the amiable friend of the masses, the Omoluabi one, and every efficient governor of Ekiti State, Mr. Biodun Oyebanji. Can we join together for me?
The event provided an opportunity for the warriors to engage stakeholders on sickle cell prevention and care policies.
One area that the Ministry of Education wishes to push for is to catch them young at birth. We must be able to determine the genotype of a child from birth, so that even when the admission process is coming up, it is not only blood group that will be indicated on the admission forms. Even the genotype will be indicated on the admission forms. This will help even the Education Ministry and the school to determine the level of care that a child needs. We want to start with policy drafting and probably to work around legal framework that will solidify your efforts. I want to say that we are ready.
The ministry, education and employment is not only for able-bodied men, but for people with disability, and that's not disability to me. We are ready to collaborate with them.
But I'm very happy that at this time in Ekiti State, we have a governor that is listening to the people's needs and is also meeting the people's needs in very strategic ways.
Again, let me say a big congratulations to the Executive Director, Dr. Iroyin Lekunrere. We are so proud of you. Thank you for all you do.
Receiving the award on behalf of the governor, the Special Advisor on Media and Strategy, Mr. Oyebode, thanked the organizers and reaffirmed the government's commitment to inclusive health care.
Heartwarming to realize that the various efforts of the government in the area of healthcare delivery is being appreciated and having the desired effect on the people. We're talking about inclusion, which is the policy of the Oyebanji administration. Most people probably think it's just for people with disabilities, but you now realize that it's all encompassing.
He announced that enrollment in the state health insurance scheme had grown from 12,000 to over 600,000, ensuring that sickle cell patients will remain permanent beneficiaries of free health care in the state. Yemi Olajutem reporting.
Thousands of commercial motorcyclists and tricycle riders have rallied at the Government House in Ekiti to show support for the election of Governor Biodun Oyebanji for a second term in office. Welcoming the crowd, the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Abibat Adubiaru, said that the administration remained open to more endorsements from more interest groups across the state. Toba Babalola has details.
Lee Okada riders and tricyclists who took their rally from the major streets of Ado-Ekiti to Government House chanted different solidarity songs with display of different inscriptions to express their support for the governor beyond 2026. Professor Adubiaro, who received them on behalf of the governor, explained that Governor Oyebanji has been walking the talk since assumption of office with tremendous impacts made towards the socio-economic and infrastructural development of the state. She acknowledged the transport operators for the show of solidarity for the second term of the governor and asked them to sustain the tempo. The special advisor to the governor on political matters and inter-party affairs, Chief Gideawe, and Commissioner for Transportation, Mr. Kende Ajobewe, said the endorsement had clearly shown that the commercial cyclists in one voice have supported the current continuity drive.
From the inception of this administration, the governor, Oyebanji, has been taking care of them. He has opened up his flank. Most of the cycles and tricycles we learn, they are donations from the government. So these people have been given much. We too are expecting much from them.
The good what we consider. That's what it is, because I know Bao is someone that walk his own talk.
This Chairman Okada Riders Association, Mr. Kumule Ashaolu, and that of Tricycle Owners and Riders Association, Tolulope Alabi, explained that Governor Oyebanji had performed well in key sectors, noting that the people-centered policies of his administration have significantly improved their lives and businesses. They unanimously echoed their endorsement for the re-election of the governor for the second term, promising to ensure his victory through votes. Toba Babalola reporting.
And the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Habibata Adubiaro, has described Governor Biodun Oyebanji's endorsements as a proof of his government's wide-reaching impact on Ekiti socio-economic development. Professor Adubiaro made this known while receiving members of the Ekiti Creative Artists Forum at the Government House in Ado-Ekiti to endorse Governor Biodun Oyebanji's administration beyond 2026. Toba Babalola again as details.
The Artist Forum, comprising 16 associations, Tampan, Movie Makers Association, Society of Nigerian Artists, Goman, Piman, and Ajum, endorsed Governor Biodun Oyebanji for a second term. Professor Adubiaro, who received them on behalf of the governor, described the endorsement as proof of the government's wide-reaching impact on Ekiti's socio-economic development. She urged residents who had relocated to update their permanent voter cards during the next INEC registration to ensure they could vote in the June 2026 election.
We have demonstrated today that Governor Oyebanji has done well to all creative arts associations in the Ekiti State. We now want to use this opportunity to encourage all of us that are yet to collect our voters' cards. There are two other ways you can appreciate Governor Oyebanji to collect your voters' cards. Because we know some people have relocated, some people have built new buildings. But now we want to go back, collect another card so that you will prove to the whole world that you want Governor Oyebanji to come back for the next 4 years.
Professor Adubiaro also encouraged the group to continue promoting the shared prosperity agenda across the states. Also, the special advisor on political and inter-party affairs, Chief Jude Awe, commended the forum for supporting the governor, affirming that Oyebanja delivered on his promises. Earlier, the representatives of the forum, including Chief Ojo Olowojolu, Associate Professor Mike Adeloye, Mr. Benga Kwadidu, and Chief Ayodele Lesomi, applauded the Oyebanja administration's achievements and pledged continued support.
We are particular about the dedicated contributions of this administration of BAO.
Àtọ́wọ̀n ọ̀gbàdé àwa olófin wọ́n ti ẹ̀gbàdé wa nínú ìjọba wọn.
Ìbílẹ̀ inú wa dùn láti sọ̀wọ́ ìbàdàn yìí fún ẹ̀kẹ́jì lápá ọlọ́wọ́ àṣeṣe o. Àwọn ọmọ olórí yóò ní ìjọba àti bímọ àti gbọ́mọ àti fúnmọ àti àdúrà gbogbo àbáwọ́dá àtẹ̀lẹ́ ìjọdún.
The Commissioner for Arts and Creative Economy, Professor Ojo Bakare, who led the delegation, moved the motion for the endorsement, which was unanimously seconded by the forum's chairman. Toba Babalola, reporting.
I hereby flag off.
The Ekiti State House of Assembly has expressed support for enhancing health education by upgrading the College of Health Sciences and Technology, Ekiti, to a world-class polytechnic. The Chairman House Committee on Education and Science and Technology, Mr. Jacob Awoniyi, who made the promise during an oversight visit, applauded the institution's progress and emphasized the Assembly's readiness to provide legislative support for their transition. Earlier, the acting provost of the college, Mrs. Iyabo Oladapo, highlighted the school's achievement and lauded Governor Biodun Oyebanja and the Governing Council Chairman, Dr. Femi Thomas, in repositioning the institution. The state government says its monthly internally generated revenue has risen from 650 million naira to 2.3 billion naira in 3 years due to increased public trust in Governor Biodun Oyebanje's transparent and accountable leadership. The Commissioner for Information, Chief Taiwo Olatubosun, gave the information, said taxpayers now see the impact of their contribution through road projects, school, and hospital upgrades and improved electricity supply. He added that Ekiti was named Nigeria's top performer in IGR growth by the Joint Tax Board for 2023, following a 75% revenue increase. And the second matriculation ceremony of Venite University, Ekiti State has taken place with a call on students to be focused in their studies so as to excel in the academic pursuit. BSS reporter Olusola Thomas said that a cross-section of educationists made the call at the ceremony, which had in attendance top government functionaries, religious leaders, and traditional rulers at the school's auditorium. The acting vice-chancellor of the institution, Professor Kelvin Aduloju, who welcomed dignitaries to the occasion, charged the matriculating students to abide by the rules and regulations of the institution and shunned courtesism, while the matriculation oath was administered on the student by the registrar of the school, Dr. Ezekiel Agbaje. Stakeholders, among whom were the state governor's wife, Dr. Olayemi Abiodun Oyebanja, was represented by the State Commissioner for Women Affairs, Mrs. Peju Babafemi. In the goodly messages, urged the students to show commitment in their studies, adding that the involvement of private individuals in education would complement government effort to improve the sector in the country. 365 students participated in a matriculation ceremony. An agro-industrial hub has been launched in Okeako, Ikore local government area of Ekiti State, to support key players in the agricultural value chain and land development. The Group Managing Director of Odua's Investment Company Limited, Abdurrahman Yunisa, said the project aligns with the company's vision to drive socio-economic growth from the southwest. Ademola Adeleke has details.
Maize production scheme between British America Tobacco Nigeria Foundation and Southwest Agricultural Company Limited, a subsidiary of Odua Group of companies, to the glory of God and for the benefit of mankind. Amen.
Mr. Unisa commended the transformative strides of the Ekiti State Governor in repositioning Ekiti as a destination for agribusiness and private investment. He explained that the flagging off of the company's sustainable development project on maize micro-enterprises in Ekiti would engage 100 youths in maize cultivation.
It will foster inclusive growth, unlock job opportunities for our youth and women, and stimulate local economic development. Thank you for standing with us in our mission to deliver long-term value to our shareholders and meaningful benefits to the communities we serve.
The chairman of the Southwest Agricultural Company, a subsidiary of Odua, Mr. Salami Wulabi, promised that the company would remain committed to its mandate of driving the agricultural revolution.
SWACO remains steadfast in its mission to build a responsible and sustainable portfolio of agribusiness investments. We thank you for your support, we thank you for your attention, and we look forward to your support in driving this and many other projects for the benefit of Yoruba land at large.
The Ekiti State Governor, Mr. Biodun Oyebanji, represented by his Chief of Staff, Mr. Niyi Adebayo, lauded the Odua Company for supporting the state's agricultural drive. He reiterated his administration commitment to ensuring food security in the state.
75% of our people, of our populace, is involved in agriculture in one form or the other. Because we're bringing new methodologies in agronomy, new methodologies in crop production, new methodologies in buyback schemes, so that as the production happens, we can minimize post-farm gate losses. That has always been one of the things that bedevil agriculture, even in the state.
The regent of the community, Princess Tinade Ogunbiyi, expressed her belief that the maize production and hub would be a turning point for Ogiako and its environs. She appealed to the government to establish an agricultural institute in the area. Mr. Abiono Ololade, who spoke on behalf of the beneficiaries, thanked Odua Company for the opportunity given to the beneficiaries of the program. Ademola Adeleke reporting.
You're still watching KTV News at 7. We'll go on a short break. We'll come back for mornings after now. Please don't go away.
Beautiful, it's your name. Wonderful is what you are to me. Ever me kira for mommy.
Every mom.
It's happening. A strong support for the noble son of the land, a good ambassador of effective administration, Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji Bao, as the CEO, Adedayo Oluwasomi Foundation, pharmacist Adedayo Oluwasomi, mobilizes and supports the popular 4+4 Bao till 2030 agenda. Pharmacist Adedayo Oluwasomi, in his maximum capacity, has carried out a lot of empowerment programs for widows, the elderly, youths, and so on in all the senatorial districts of Ekiti State. Also, pharmacist Adedayo Oluwasomi prays and works for the synergy of excellence by Bao and Baores in Adia Ekiti State as they put smiles on people's faces and gladden their hearts through developmental programs in the areas of agriculture, economic development, education, and lots more. Come and join the team. Announcer pharmacist Adedayo Oluwasomi, CEO AOF.
Thank you so much for joining us again. Our political group, the National Democratic Coalition, has written a letter to the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, asking for a visa ban on the Nigerian Senate President, Godswill Akpabio. Moving on, a political group, the National Democratic Coalition, has written a letter to the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, asking for a visa ban on the Nigerian Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Speaker Tajuddin Abbas, and the appointed Rivers State Sole Administrator, retired Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibaz. The letter was signed by the Executive Director of NADECO USA, Lloyd Ekwo. According to him, the visa ban would be a proportionate response to the serious involvement of Senator Akpabio, Mr. Abbas, and the Ibaz in the undemocratic act in Rivers State. The presidency says that President Bola Tinubu will choose his 2027 running mate after the next convention of the All Progressive Congress APC. Special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Bayo Ononuga, in an interview, dismissed the speculation of a rift between President Bola Tinubu and Vice Kashim Shettima following an alleged plan to drop Shettima as his running mate for the 2027 election. The House of Representatives has formally exonerated the Republic of Togo of any involvement in the issuance of fake academic certificates and focuses on the Benin Republic, where disturbing evidence of widespread certificate racketeering has emerged. The chairman of the House Committee on Public Petitions, Mr. Bitrus Lauri, during a resumed investigative hearing in Abuja, fixed July 10 for a fresh investigation into the activities of some institutions in the Republic of Benin. And on the foreign scene, thousands of people have joined a protest against Israel in the Iranian capital after weekly prayers chanting slogans in support of their leaders. Footage showed protesters in Tehran holding up photographs of commanders killed since the start of the war with Israel, while others waved the flag of Iran and the Lebanese militant group. And still on the foreign scene, U.S. President Donald Trump says that he will make a decision in the next 2 weeks whether to join in the Israel-Iran conflict, but Russia warned the U.S. against taking military action in Iran. Israel Defense Minister said that eliminating Iran's supreme leader would bring peace to the region. The death toll from Israel's attack on Iran has risen to more than 240, including 70 women and children. About 24 people have been killed in Iranian attacks on Israel. And now to sports news. The technical advisor on sport development to the state governor, Dr. Olusola Setoba, has charged youth in the state to take advantage of government investment in sports to earn a good living for themselves. Dr. Setoba, who gave the charge during the draw ceremony for Bao Continuity Cup competition organized by a non-government organization, Timor Initiatives, commended the organizer for initiating the tournament, which she said that was in line with Governor Biodun Oyebanji's vision to empower youth through sports. Our reporter, Tunde Adeyemo, has details.
Dr. Osetoba said government had provided an enabling environment for sportsmen and women in the state and urged youth to use the competition to make name for themselves. She promised that the administration of Governor Oyebanji will continue to support initiative that was geared towards empowering youth, especially through sports in the state.
He has been so supportive, morally, financially, in every aspect. Going to the State Sports Hall, see a massive building from Biodun and Bayo Oyebanji. And before you know it, you begin to see our sons and daughters coming home to support Ekiti youth.
The sponsor of the competition, Mr. Tolu Adewumi, said that the competition was organized to promote grassroots football in the state and complement the efforts of Mr. Gob in the area of sport development and youth empowerment. He noted that Governor Oyebanji had done so much for Ekiti youth and emphasized the need for you to support the re-election bid of the governor for the second term.
We recognize that football is more than just a game. It's a platform for building character, fostering teamwork, and promoting healthy lifestyles. Through the Bao Continuity Cup, we aim to provide a competitive platform for young athletes to showcase their skills and talents. We aim to support the present government and also gather momentum for the re-election agenda of His Excellency, Governor Iroyin Lekunrere.
The competition, which will be played in a knockout format, saw the representative of all the 16 local governments in the state drawn in 8 groups, while the winner of each group will qualify for the quarterfinals. The semi-final and the final match will be played at the Oluyemika Stadium. Earlier, the FA chairman in the state, Chief Olu Oloworemo, advised local football committee in the local government and the match officials to ensure level playing field for all the participating teams. He also commended Mr. Adewumi for supporting grassroots football and assured him that Ekiti FA will ensure the success of the competition.
I don't have team and nobody out of LFC have team here. So I want a total transparency in whatever I'm doing, and that legacy will be there.
The chairman, House Committee on Sports, Mr. Idowo Debumi, and other football stakeholders at the event appreciated the efforts of Mr. Adewumi for propagating the good work of Mr. Governor. Bao Continuity Cup competition will kick off on the 1st of July in Ado with the match between Ekiti West and Idosi local government. Tunde Adeyemo reporting.
Thank you so much. You stand by for Yoruba version. From all of us, it's good night.
ẹ kálẹ́ ẹ káàbọ̀ sínú ìròyìn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ láti iléeṣẹ́ tẹlifíṣàn ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì tó kalẹ̀ sílòkun nílùú Àdó Èkìtì. Kẹ́misọ́lá Àríjẹnilọ́lá ni oníròyìn yín. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ọ̀gbẹ́ni Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí ni wọ́n ti fún ní àmì ẹ̀yẹ ìdálọ́lá látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn àjọ dókítà tó ń ṣètọ́jú àwọn tó ní àìsàn síkúsẹ̀, èyí tí a mọ̀ sí fòníkú fọ̀ládìde, láti fẹ̀mí ìmoore wọn hàn fáwọn iṣẹ́ èyí tó lápẹẹrẹ tó ṣe lẹ́ka ètò ìlera àwọn tó ní àìsàn síkúsẹ̀ tá a mọ̀ sí àìsàn fòníkúfọ̀ ládìde nípínlẹ̀ yìí. Àmì ẹ̀yẹ náà ni wọ́n ṣe lákòókò ìsàmì ètò ìlera ọ̀fẹ́ èyí tí ìjọba fáwọn ẹni tó ní àìsàn náà lára ní ìpínlẹ̀ yìí. Ẹ̀yẹ ọ̀hún ni ó wáyé nílé ìwé ìkọ́ni ní ètò ìṣògùn èyí tí ó jẹ́ ti tàwọn nọ́ọ̀sì tó wà nílùú Àdó Èkìtì lákòókò tí wọ́n ṣètò gbígba ẹ̀jẹ̀ látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn tó fẹ́ fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọn fáwọn èèyàn lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ èyí tí wọ́n ṣe fọ́dún 2025 káàkiri àgbáyé. Ètò fífa gómìnà Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí sórí àlééfà lẹ́ẹ̀kejì ló ti tún gbọ̀nà àrà ọ̀tọ̀ jáde báyìí níbi ọ̀gọ̀ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn oníṣòwò kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ mẹ́ta tá a mọ̀ sí márúwá àtàwọn ọlọ́kadà nílùú Àdó Èkìtì ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò ìpolongo wọn láti fi àtìlẹ́yìn wọn hàn fún gómìnà Oyèbánjí lẹ́ẹ̀kejì ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì nígbà tó ń gbàlejò àwọn èèyàn náà lábẹ́ akọ̀wé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ yìí ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Abibat Adubiaro sọ pé ètò ìṣàkóso tó wà náà ni wọ́n ṣe láti fi ẹ̀mí ìmoore wọn hàn fáwọn iṣẹ́ ribiribi èyí tí gómìnà ti ṣe ní ìpínlẹ̀ yìí láti lè jẹ́ kí wọ́n rí mọ̀ pé gbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ ni àwọn èèyàn wọ̀nyí wà ní ẹ̀yìn gómìnà Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí láti ṣe ìgbà kejì sí ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì tí wọ́n ṣàlàyé pé fífaramọ́ ìjọba gómìnà Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí ní kò ṣẹ̀yìn àwọn iṣẹ́ àṣeyọrí èyí tó ti gbé ṣe lẹ́nu ọdún mẹ́ta tó ti dórí àlééfà ní pàtàkì ní mímú àwọn ìfẹ́ àwọn ará ìlú sọ́kàn láti ṣe àwọn ohun tó tọ́ láàrin ìlú nígbà kejì tí wọ́n sọ pé gbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ ni wọn yóò dúró ti gómìnà Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí nípínlẹ̀ yìí láti rí pé ó dé orí ipò lẹ́ẹ̀kejì. Bákan náà ni akọ̀wé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Abibat Adubiaro ti gbà wọ́n tó ti tó láti dìbò nímọ̀ràn láti rí wípé wọ́n lọ ṣe àwọn ohun tó tọ́ láti rí wípé káàdì alálòpẹ́ fẹ́tò ìdìbò wọn ni wọ́n ṣe àwọn tó yẹ láti lè jẹ́ kí wọ́n ní àǹfààní láti lè dìbò gómìnà fọdún 2026. Ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Adubiaro ló gba àmọ̀ràn náà níbi ètò kan tó wáyé lábẹ́ àjọ àwọn oníṣẹ́ ọwọ́ nígbà tí wọ́n ṣe àbẹ̀wò sọ́fíìsì gómìnà nílé iṣẹ́ ìjọba tó wà nílùú Àdó Èkìtì láti fi ìdùnnú wọn hàn sí ètò náà láti rí i pé wọn yóò ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún gómìnà nínú ètò ìdìbò rẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kejì lọ́dún 2026. Ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ti ṣàlàyé pé wọn yóò túbọ̀ ní àfojúsùn rere láti rí i pé wọ́n jẹ́ kí ètò ẹ̀kọ́ tó dára wà ní ẹ̀ka ìlera ìjìnlẹ̀ ìmọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ àti ìṣègùn tó wà nílùú Ìjẹ̀rò Èkìtì láti jẹ́ kí wọ́n bá gbà mu pẹ̀lú àwọn ojúgbà wọn lágbàáyé. Alága ìgbìmọ̀ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ àti ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ ọ̀gbẹ́ni Jacob Awoniyi ló ṣe ìlérí náà nígbà tó ń jábọ̀ iṣẹ́ àbẹ̀wò rẹ̀ tó ṣe sílé ẹ̀kọ́ náà ní bó ṣe gbóríyìn fún ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀hún fáwọn ìdàgbàsókè èyí tó ti wáyé tó ní ẹ̀ka ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ilẹ̀ yìí ló ti ṣetán láti ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fẹ́tò ìdàgbàsókè ilé ìwé ọ̀hún. Ṣáájú ni adarí ọ̀gá àgbà ilé ìwé náà ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ìyábọ̀ Ọládàpọ̀ yànnàná àwọn àṣeyọrí èyí tí gómìnà Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí ti gbé ṣe látìgbà tó ti dórí àlééfà níbi àwọn àyípadà tó dára sí bá ilé ẹ̀kọ́ náà. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Awoniyi àtàwọn aṣòfin mìíràn ọ̀gbẹ́ni Babátúndé Ọ̀kẹ́ àti ọ̀gbẹ́ni Fẹ́mi Fátùlà ni wọ́n káàkiri àwọn ilé ìwé náà láti wo bí àwọn iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ṣe ní agbègbè ilé ẹ̀kọ́ náà ṣe lọ sí. Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ti sọ pé àwọn owó èyí tí wọ́n pa wọlé lábẹ́lé lóṣooṣù tó jẹ́ igba mẹ́ta àti àádọ́ta mílíọ̀nù náírà ló ti gbé pẹ́ẹ́lí sí lọ sí mílíọ̀nù 2 àti díẹ̀ láàrin ọdún mẹ́ta èyí tí ìjọba gómìnà Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí ti dórí àlééfà látàrí ìgbẹ́kẹ̀lé rere èyí táwọn èèyàn ní nínú gómìnà Oyèbánjí nígbà tí wọ́n ṣe àlàyé wípé gómìnà Oyèbánjí ló jẹ́ ẹni tó jẹ́ olóṣèlú tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ àkúnyawọ́ tí wọ́n sì ní gbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ ni wọn yóò dúró lẹ́yìn rẹ̀ láti máa sanwó orí wọn déédéé. Kọmíṣánná fẹ́tò ìròyìn olóyè Táíwò Ọlátúbọ̀sún ló fi ìròyìn náà léde. Ó ṣàlàyé pé àwọn tó san owó orí ni wọ́n fojú rí àwọn iṣẹ́ èyí tí gómìnà Oyèbánjí ń fa àwọn ohun tí ó ń fi owó èyí tí wọ́n gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn ìlú èyí tí wọ́n fi túnṣe tí wọ́n sì rí àwọn iṣẹ́ náà àwọn iṣẹ́ bíi àtúnṣe ojú ọ̀nà àti àwọn iṣẹ́ mìíràn èyí tí àwọn èèyàn fojú rí ní ṣíṣe àtúnṣe sáwọn ilé ìwòsàn láti lè jẹ́ kí ètò ìlera tó péye wà láàrin ìlú àti láti rí pé wọ́n ṣèpèsè iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná èyí tí kò ṣẹ́jú káàkiri àwọn agbègbè gbogbo. Ó ṣe àfikún pé Èkìtì ló wà lára àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí tó wà nípò gíga tó ń ṣètò ìdàgbàsókè tó dára lẹ́ka sísanwó orí lábẹ́lé ní àárín ìlú àti pé ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ló wà ní ìdá 75 èyí tí ó ti jẹ́ owó orí èyí tó wọlé lábẹ́lé láàrin ìlú. Ètò ayẹyẹ ìgbaniwọlé síléèwé gíga fásitì Bernard tó wà nílùú Ìlọ́rọ̀ Èkìtì ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ló ti wáyé lónìí níbi wọ́n ṣe rọ àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tuntun tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbà wọlé láti gbájúmọ́ ètò ẹ̀kọ́ wọn. Akọ̀ròyìn iléeṣẹ́ BSS Olúṣọlá Thomas tó wà níbi ayẹyẹ náà báwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n àtàwọn tó wà nípò adarí níléeṣẹ́ ìjọba tó fi mọ́ àwọn aṣáájú ẹlẹ́sìn àtàwọn lọ́balọ́ba tó wà níkàlẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ níbi ọ̀gá àgbà ilé-ìwé ọ̀hún ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Kevin Adúlójú ti kí àwọn kànrin ìlú tó wà níkàlẹ̀ káàbọ̀ sí ibi ayẹyẹ náà nígbà tó rọ àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tuntun tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbà láti tẹ̀lé òfin àti ìlànà tó jẹmọ́ ti ilé ẹ̀kọ́ náà kí wọ́n sì rí i pé wọ́n gbájúmọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ wọn kí wọ́n sì yàgò fún ṣídarapọ̀ mọ́ ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn. Ètò ìbúra náà ló wáyé látọ̀dọ̀ akọ̀wé ètò ilé ìwé náà Dókítà Ezekiel Àgbájé. Àwọn ẹni ọ̀rọ̀ kan gbọ̀ngbọ̀n lẹ́ka ètò ẹ̀kọ́ èyí tí a ti rí ìyàwó gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì Dókítà Ọláyẹmí Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí èyí tí kọmíṣánná fẹ́tọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn obìnrin arábìnrin Péjú aya Babáfẹ́mi ṣojú fún nínú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ rọ àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tuntun láti farajì fẹ́tọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ wọn kí wọ́n sì rí i pé wọn kò darapọ̀ mọ́ ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn láti lè jẹ́ kí wọ́n dé ipò àgbà lẹ́nu ètò ẹ̀kọ́ wọn lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la. Níbi ìyàwó gómìnà ṣe fi ìdùnnú rẹ̀ hàn lórí àwọn onírúurú ètò ìdàgbàsókè èyí tó ti dé bá ilé ẹ̀kọ́ náà lákòókò ètò ìṣèjọba Oyèbánjí nígbà táwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbà náà sì ṣe ìlérí láti gbájúmọ́ ètò ẹ̀kọ́ wọn. Àwọn tí wọ́n gbà wọlé ló jẹ́ akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tuntun tí ó jẹ́ 355 àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ojúkò ètò ibùdó ìṣiṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ rẹ̀ nílùú Òkè Àkó níjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ìkọ̀lé ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì láti ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn ètò ìmúgbòòrò iṣẹ́ ọ̀gbìn. Adarí ilé-iṣẹ́ fẹ́tò àgbẹ̀ ìṣòwò Odua Investment Abdulrahim Yunusa sọ pé ìgbésẹ̀ náà ni wọ́n ṣe fẹ́tò iṣẹ́ àkànṣe ọ̀hún láti lè jẹ́ kí ètò ìmúgbòòrò túbọ̀ dábàá ètò ọ̀gbìn láwọn agbègbè láti lè pagidí ọrọ̀ láti lè rí i pé wọ́n rí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé èyí tó dára láwọn agbègbè tó wà ní gúúsù ilẹ̀ yìí. ẹgbẹ́ kan tá a mọ̀ sí National Democratic Coalition ti kọ lẹ́tà sí ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè United States nílẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà Donald Trump láti béèrè fún gbígbẹ́sẹ̀ lé ìwé ìwọlé àṣẹ visa fáwọn ààrẹ ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ilẹ̀ yìí Godswill Akpabio àti akọ̀wé ilé ọ̀hún Tajudeen Abbas pẹ̀lú àjẹ́lẹ̀ èyí tí wọ́n yàn ní ìpínlẹ̀ Rivers. Ajagunfẹ̀yìntì Admiral Ibok Ete Ukwe Ibah ìwé ọ̀hún tó kọ ní olórí àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ adarí àjọ NADECO lórílẹ̀‐èdè Amẹ́ríkà Roland Uki fọwọ́ sí. Èyí ni kò ṣẹ̀yìn àwọn àṣemáṣe ìwà ìbàjẹ́ èyí táwọn èèyàn wọ̀nyí ti ṣe ní ìpínlẹ̀ Rivers. Ìròyìn láti ilé ààrẹ sọ pé ààrẹ Bọ́lá Tinubu ti ní òun yóò yan igbákejì òun fún ètò ìṣèjọba ọdún 2027 nínú ètò ìpàdé ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC tí yóò wáyé láìpẹ́. Bọ́ba jíròrò ààrẹ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìròyìn àti ìtanijí Báyọ̀ Ọ̀nànúgà nínú ìfọ̀rọ̀wánilẹ́nuwò rẹ̀ tó wáyé lórí àìgbọ́ra-yé èyí tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ààrẹ àti igbákejì rẹ̀ Kashim Shettima látàrí ìròyìn tó ń káàkiri pé òun gbèrò láti yọ kúrò bí igbákejì rẹ̀ nínú ètò ìdìbò fọdún 2027. Ọ̀pọ̀ èrò ló ti darapọ̀ láti ṣèfẹ̀hónúhàn tako orílẹ̀-èdè Israel lólú ìlú ilẹ̀ Iran lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n gba àdúrà ọlọ́sẹ̀ẹ̀sẹ̀ wọn tí wọ́n máa gbà tán tí wọ́n sì kọrin káàkiri láti ṣe àfihàn àtìlẹ́yìn wọn fádarí wọn. Àwòrán ló ṣe àfihàn àwọn olùfẹ̀hónúhàn ọ̀hún nílùú Tehran níbi wọ́n ṣe gbé àwọn àwòrán olórí wọn èyí tí wọ́n ti pa láti ọjọ́ pípẹ́ léde léyìí tó fa sábàbí ìjà wọn pẹ̀lú ilẹ̀ Israel táwọn yòókù sì bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ju àsíá èyí tó jẹ́ ti Iran àti àsíá ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ ogun Lebanoni sókè. Àwọn gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ 36 ti gbà láti ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú ìjọba àpapọ̀ láti mú owó orí kúrò kí wọ́n sì fààyè gba ṣíṣe àyẹ̀wò àwọn ẹrù lọ́nà àìtọ́ láti lè jẹ́ kí ìrọ̀rùn dé bá ètò kíkó oúnjẹ wọlé pẹ̀lú ètò ààbò tó dára ní orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Èyí ló wáyé níbi alága àwọn gómìnà ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú All Progressives Congress tó wá láti ìpínlẹ̀ Imo Uzodinma ṣe sọ pé àwọn gómìnà ọ̀hún ni wọ́n fẹnukò láti rí i pé wọ́n tètè ṣètò tó múnádóko lórí ètò ààbò kí ètò ìjọba àwarawa bá lè fẹsẹ̀ múlẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí. A kò ní rí jù báyìí nínú ìròyìn wa fún ti àṣálẹ́ yìí. Lọ́la ni ká tún fi lè pàdé. Ó dàárọ̀.